So now you're sewing the facing to the front.
I'm gonna do one side because you guys don't have to see me with both sides.
Right.
Okay.
This is the lapel, just for
So
the
this
video.
is actually the facing that creates the lapel. Yes. Okay. Now, if you want to overlock this edge, you want to overlock the whole jacket, be my guest. I'm really interested on you guys learning how to do the collar and the lapel. Okay. If you don't want to, if you want to make a jacket that is not lined, you probably will come down and you will do a little roll hem on the edge of the facing. You can easily have this jacket unlined. Okay? So now, here is the break point.
Okay.
Are we okay? So we are going to do the stitch on the lining side. I'm going to follow, see where it is on my left right now. I'm going to do that on my left right now, which is the jacket side without the fusible, not the facing. I'm doing it on the jacket side, up to 1.5 inches away from the break point. I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to skip 1.5 inches below the break point, and then I'm going to do that understitch on the facing side.
So total an inch?
Hmm?
So total an inch between the seams?
Well, 1.5, 1.5 is 3. Right? Okay. So let's do that. Oh, again, I can turn my corner 30-30. Okay? And since I did a little pointy lapel, this is going to be a little pointier, right? So I might need to, instead of doing 30 degrees, make a little bit more than that. Be careful, don't push it out too much that you get the yarns of the weave sticking out, right? This looks like a little witch Halloween top of neckline. All right, so let's do the understitch. Okay, and this is going to be done on the self, right? I want to start from the neckline. Now, this is my point. Look at how beautiful the corner looks when I separate the lapel from the collar. See how it's not pulling? Look at how nicely flat shows. Right? And that's not because I made it. It's because it's the technique on how this is done. Later on, after we do the other side, we're going to place seam to seam, and we're going to do a stitch in the middle of the seam allowance just to hold it in place so it doesn't come off. Not exactly where you stitched. Only you grab the seam allowances and you just do a stitch in the middle, right? So that way it's not sliding.
This is not for this. This one.
Yeah. I had to do both sides before I do that.
So this is the collar,
Okay, so let's do the understitch.
and this is the top.
Okay. So this is why it's easy that the side is open, so I can handle each piece, right? I need to have the seam allowances towards the self, which is the one that is not fused. And here is a little difficult. I don't know how much I'll be able to do because it's very small and very pointy. Like my personality. No, my personality is not small. Maybe pointy, but not
But we
small.
don't do it to the edge, right?
No, you always have to go before the corner because it's hard to get to there. Right? See, I feel that I overstitch one. I overstitch one too many. There we go. Okay? Because it's very pointy. To skip the 3 inches, and now I'm going to flip the seam allowance to the facing, and the stitch is going to be on the facing.
Did you go back and forth when you?
Nope, never do. Not when I do an understitch.
So you're understitched up until the breaking about 1.5 inches before. it stops.
Before, right. And then you
Switch
skip and
sides.
have an inch and a half after.
So you were on this side, and now you switched to the other side.
Exactly. Because remember, the lapel flips.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
That's the reason why.
Interesting.
It will be.
This is a YouTube channel.
It says Walter. Soon to be Chichi Rivera.
Chichi Rivera.
I like Walter. Walter's better. Walter's never
Easier
to remember. Yeah, way easier.
Chichi Rivera is a famous character in a movie.
But Walter's your dog.
Wait.
Walter's more important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure. Just like tofu is
Isn't
very
that the
most
movie of the three
important.
drag queens?
Huh?
The three drag queens?
Yeah, Tu Wong Fu.
214.
That's where it came from. So watch this. Okay, let's do it here in the dress form. Right? Now also, look at the understitch is from here up to here. And then from there is on the inside of the jacket.
You just snip it and it doesn't come undone.
Yeah, you just cut the thread. And if it comes down a little bit, it doesn't matter. It's a top stitching.
Can you see the break point? The break point is right. Focus.
You can see in there,
And then,
and then you can see in here.
Wow.
So the distance is from here to here. Okay? Cool? So when I pressed it, it's going to give you that very nice clean edge.
And then from there we just close like the side.
So once we finish the lapel, for our sake to make it easy, then you can close the last thing on the side.
What did you say about this
So
one?
I'm going to show you because it's 3 minutes left, right? What we're going to do, so this is not flipping open. Can you guys see it from behind me? See how this is flipping open? The collar is flipping open,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to place, see the seam allowance are pressed open?
Yes.
I'm going to place one on top of each other. Okay? So it goes from the shoulder, the single seam allowance. I'm going to put pins on it so you guys can see it on the dress form. And I'm going to stitch right in the center, just a holding stitch, so the collar doesn't slide.
One holding stitch or like
Huh?
one holding stitch or a few?
No, just one. And
One.
only from the shoulder to the back to the other shoulder.
Okay.
That is just so your collar doesn't flip open when it gets wider. It's just to hold it in place. Now we're not stitching on the stitching line because that's gonna hold it too much and is going to give you bubbles. We're gonna stitch in the center of it to give it a little bit of ease. So see that now the facing is steady?
Yes.
Right? Where the pins are, that's right in the center is going to be the stitching line. So when it comes in here, okay,
Stitching line for the holding.
I'm gonna do it so you can see it, even though it's going to make it harder for me to do the other side, but I'll suffer for you. Okay? But you can see, let's pretend that the other side is also done, right? See that now the color is in place and not moving.
And we press it before it's moving.
You can press the edge before, or you can do it after. It doesn't matter. But see how pretty it looks? And I haven't even pressed it.
Wow.
Right? That's the beauty of the understitch. Okay? The beauty of the understitch. Okay, I might feel bad and give you some time to work on this during class time next week.
Professor,